break down the decision to not attend Northwestern, and why was it so important for you to go to U Missouri Columbia and graduate with as little debt as possible? I wanted to start with the interesting course selection of business as well as media communication studies. So, where do you sort of see the intersection between these two? What are some other interesting career paths which maybe people haven't thought about as much, which a psychology major could lead to? Overall, reflecting back on the last year at UCLA, what's been one of the most enjoyable parts of attending UCLA, and also what's been one potential drawback or limitation you feel you've realized thus far of attending UCLA? Why is just the ranking or the prestige of a university not the only important thing when you make the choice? Like, what are other important things to factor in when choosing the university? When I'm evaluating a university, is there any way I can tell how the entrepreneurial ecosystem at that university is? In what ways do high school classes not prepare you well for the intensity and the rigor of university classes? Like, what are gaps? How have you then personally approached connecting with a professor on a deeper level beyond the classroom to form a more personalized, customized relationship with them? I know a lot of friends who go to massive universities and they just sit in lecture halls with 200, 300 students, and they look down at a professor, and the professor just goes through a bunch of slides or make notes on the board. How are your typical classes at Swarthmore different from a lecture like that? What do your classes look like? Were there any moments where, for whatever reason, you consider dropping out? And what would be, apart from just things being too difficult and you giving up and dropping out, would there be a very good, convincing reason for you to drop out, even from today? What comes to mind when I say the word university? When I was a 12th grader, for 6 months of my life, all the way from September to February, this one word, university, dominated my thoughts, my actions, my conversations, almost on a daily basis. And this was not just the case with me. I noticed it in all my friends and everyone else who was in 11th and 12th grade currently working on their university applications. There certainly are moments where the emotions that I attached to this word, university, were overwhelm, stress, rejection, fear, anxiety, and a lot of negativity. And I've understood that this wasn't just a me problem. For high schoolers across the globe, 11th and 12th grade is filled with so many questions, confusions, and fears regarding how to choose the country of study, the major, the choice of institution, filling out all those applications, sending them out, and then anxiously checking the inbox every single day for months. Fast forward to today and choosing to fly halfway around the world to San Francisco and attend Minerva University has hands down been the best decision of my life. I nearly can't recognize that young boy who closed his eyes with tears in those eyes and sat as the plane took off the runway and flew halfway around the world with so many questions in my mind as to whether I was doing the right thing. Fast forward to today, and I returned home after just my first year at university, a totally different person, a much more confident, mature, socially and emotionally intelligent young man. It has been such a roller coaster of a ride with so many highs and lows and everything in between. But it has been so worth it because the learning, the growth, and the maturity have been truly unparalleled. So, welcome to Uni Unveiled, a podcast which aims to dive deep into the world of university and answer all your questions through the perspectives of students who study at the top institutions in countries across the globe, across a diversity of majors and perspectives. Your seniors would love to guide, help, and support you along this journey. We've been there, we've done that, we've made the mistakes. We have got so much wisdom, advice, insight, support, guidance, and pro tips to share with you about this new world you're embarking on. Please let us help you and support you to make more informed decisions so that you can truly have an unforgettable university experience. Look forward to hearing from students in every year of university, even recent alumni and the occasional dropout, because every type of perspective is valuable.
Of course, all the big names will eventually come on the podcast. We've recorded episodes with students from Harvard, UCLA, USC, Oxford, and Brown. But I really urge you to go beyond just the name of the institution. Every single guest on this podcast has value, insight, and wisdom to share, regardless of the institution that they attend. Because university itself is such a big word, and that experience has such different meanings to every single student. So sit back, relax, and enjoy as we touch upon all the various topics of a university life: academics, networking, clubs, study abroad, internships, social life, homesickness, research and labs, connecting with professors, city exploration, and so much more. Inviting you to cherish authentic, value driven, and wise conversations on Uni Unveiled. Enjoy.